Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Happy Thursday, everybody! Nako, nakaano na ako pang Christmas na. 2 days na lang, Christmas time na. So good evening ho sa ating mga kababayan na nanonood rito sa atin sa apat na sulok ng United Kingdom. Good evening! Good evening, good evening ho. At syempre sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ng Europa na tuloy ho kayo kababayan, pwede ho kayo manood, sama din ho kayo. At syempre hindi lamang ho sa Europa, saan mang bahagi ho ng mundo kayo naroon, welcome ho kayo dito sa ating palatuntunan. So, ako po si Sonny LARAGAN, no? It's a happy Thursday. Masaya ako, Pasko na, no? Pasko na, 2 days na lang, no? At, well, we could probably consider this a Christmas presentation ho ng Immigration Corner, no? So, welcome ho sa Immigration Corner. Happy Thursday ho. Mga kaibigan, siyempre, hindi ko na ho patatagalin. Pakikilala natin yung star of the show natin. No? Hindi kami nag-uusap, pero meron ho kami parang tema nito. Dito ang ating eksperto ho sa immigration, no? Yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. Ikalawang taon na ho natin ginagawa to. Mga kaibigan, I don't know, this is the second Christmas, I think, no? that we've done this. So, ayan ho. Pakikilala ko na, hindi ko na ho patatagalin dahil magkukumustahan ho kami. At siyempre, welcome ho kayo, no, na bumate. Baka meron din kayong mga Christmas, aside from the questions, kung meron kayong mga legal immigration questions, pwede rin ho kayo siyempre bumate rito. Talagang, ito ho'y parang, social family virtual bubble natin to, no? Kung mali man, nag-jumble yung aking sinasabi. Pero, ito ho'y para ho sa ating lahat, no? Siyempre, ang pinaka-center piece natin ay yung ating immigration advice and immigration information na binibigay ho namin every week. Teka na, pakilala ko na. Excited ako. Pagka Webes, pag nagpaalam kami nito, excited na naman kami. Nagkakamismisan kami nito. Dahil siyempre, the following week na naman uli magkikita, ladies and gentlemen, no? Yung pride of our program. At pinagmamalaki ko, no, ang ating immigration expert, no, walang iba kundi ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. Mga kaibigan, walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA SIMON-CABATBAT. Magandang gabi. Happy Thursday, Attorney.
Sonny, happy Thursday, nearly Christmas, no?
Yes.
I'm so excited. It's so nice to see. I missed you last week. Talaga, I truly missed you. Tignan mo tayo. Blue, ganyan, no?
Ayan.
Red and blue tayo, ha? Red and blue.
Ayan, naka Christmas jumper ako. So, ayan, para sa...
I tell you
blue
what,
ka. Yes.
bragging rights, blue ko, pero bragging rights to anyone who can spot Santa in the background.
Oh.
Background ko.
Oh, wow.
Bragging rights, ha? Okay. Nasa si Santa?
Asa nga pala si Santa?
Nandyan ba siya? Nandito ba siya?
Oy! It's a little game, Attorney.
Can you see?
No,
it's just, tingnan mo. Hindi mo siya makita? Hindi mo siya...
Malit ba? Malaki, malit? Hindi, teka muna. Let's involve our viewers. Huwag mo ibigay kagad. Don't give it away muna.
Yun nga.
Katuan lang.
Tingnan
So,
nyo.
ang game natin is hanapin si Santa sa background. Sa'yo. Sa'yo. Sige, direct. Pakiyan muna. Ayan.
Santa is here somewhere, okay? So, watching out for the good boys and good girls, ha? Okay. So,
okay yan, ha? Sige.
Somewhere, tingnan nyo, no? Okay?
Sige.
So, bragging rights, ha? Bragging rights to whoever first spots Santa. So, hindi ko sasabihin, because otherwise, hindi ako bibigyan ng regalo, no?
Oo.
Then I'll be a naughty girl.
Okay.
No?
Sige. Okay. That's kind of cool. We're starting off our program ng may konting little bragging rights sabi mo. Ewan ko kung bakit mo sinabing bragging rights, pero syempre, sige, we were kind of intrigued by what you said. So hanapin na namin 'yan, no. Ayan. Oy, tsaka tonight attorney, siyempre laging binabati ito Binabati yung aside from you and me, binabati yung ating direktor, no. So tonight it's a special treat, no. Makikita niyo sa simula at sa ending na ating program. So attorney, ikaw na magpakilala lang. Okay, tawagin mo na. Mga kaibigan ng ating direktor, sige, ikaw magpakilala.
The wonderful, no? The invaluable,
Yes.
the gorgeous,
Yes.
Paula, ang director natin.
Oo. Yan, ayan, ikaw, sige, sabay na tayo. Si Paula Perez, attorney. Ayan, Paula Perez. Paula, magandang gabi sa'yo, direct. Ayan, good evening.
Hello everyone! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Oh, finally
It's
na.
nice to see you all po.
Oo, finally, makikita ka na direct, no? Na batang-bata.
First time lang po.
Oo. Ano yan? Dean's Lister yan, attorney. Yeah, she's a Dean's Lister yan. Oo. Kaya very smart, matalino, at charming naman. Kita niyo naman, maski paano, she looks pretty, di ba? Yan.
Yes,
Siya,
absolutely.
Siya ang life natin without her, we wouldn't have a program, no? So to speak, no? So, ayan. Okay, well, bumati ka nga, direct sa mga ating mga, sige, bumati ka.
Okay po. Hi, hello po. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat dyan sa London. At syempre, magandang umaga po dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Magandang araw po sa mga panig ng mundo. At syempre, pagbati para sa ating minamahal na abogada, Attorney LIRA, SIMON-CABATBAT at ang ating one and only Sonny LARAGAN. Maligayang Pasko po sa ating lahat. Ingat po palagi.
Ayan, maligayang Pasko. Well, at least yung treat natin na attorney, pinakita natin si Direk, no? Para mamaya din, pagka nagpaalam tayo, magpapaalam din siya, no? So, thank you, Direk, ha? We'll see you later again, ha? Ayan. Ayan, okay. Nako, kasi she'll have to buy. So, ayan, nakita niyo, batang-bata ho yung ating direktor, si Paula Perez, no? I'm sure maraming gustong makita. Ano ba yung tsura niya, no? Ni Direk. So, ayan, no? Nakita ninyo. Okay.
She's so impressive, Pao. She really is, no? She's so efficient na, and she really knows, she knows what she's doing, no? Hindi nga lang mabait, magaling nga, bata pa siya, no? Batang-bata pa, actually, no?
Batang-bata pa yan, no? At saka matalino yan, Dean's Lister yan, no? So, scholar yan.
Brilliant.
So, di ba, iba, scholar ng nanay nila, tatay nila, ito, scholar talaga. Di ba? By virtue of academic, excellence. So, ayan, hindi ka mukha ng iba, di ba? Karamihan scholar ng nanay, ng tatay, ni lolo, o ni tito, ni tita, ganyan. Okay, attorney, so ano yung little game natin? Bragging rights, we will have to look for Santa dyan sa'yo.
Okay. Yeah, yun na nga. I mean, it doesn't have to be now, no? Kung kailangan nyo, if it has to be at the end of it. But Santa is visiting me at the moment, okay? So, tingnan nyo. Nasa background siya, nasan siya? No? Is he above? Is he, but nakikita nyo, he's around. So, bragging rights to whoever spots Santa.
Pero, can we see it, attorney? Can we see Santa? Can we see something? Really, ha?
Nandiyan siya. Yeah,
kasi we're seeing in your background, I don't know kung ano yung owl ba yun, may dalawang bilog na gano'n, hindi ko alam kung ano yun, no? Yung sa bandang kanan?
No, I mean, even the smaller version natin, nandiyan siya. So tingnan nyo, maigi. He's there.
Naiintriga ako tuloy. Ito yung reindeer niya. Ayan. Okay, sige. Teka muna, pagbati na tayo, attorney. Let's simulan na natin mga pagbati ng ating mga friends. It's the Christmas presentation natin ngayon, no? Sige, sino ang ating hula mo, sino ang bumati sa atin, attorney?
Okay, I'm going with Mr. Fernandez, Oliver, I think.
Oliver. Okay, si Oliver, that consistent dyan si Oliver, no? Okay. Sige, let's go. Direct, ano natin. Is it Oliver? Uy, si Maris
Sorry.
Mendez. Oh, Maris.
Maris, yeah.
Oh, good evening yan.
Yeah,
Magbasa,
Maris.
attorney. Ikaw na magbasa.
Yeah. So, good evening, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. Happy Thursday again to us all. I hope everybody is doing well. To you too, Maris. No, hopefully you're well. Walang, you haven't been caught out by this new variant nga, no? But thank you. Siyang una natin.
Maris, mabuhay ka. At saka ang ganda ni Maris. Look at her photo, her
She's
picture.
gorgeous.
Ang
Yeah.
ganda talaga
Yeah.
niya. No? Maganda si Maris. No? Ayan.
Yeah. Parang
London-based
artista,
ka, di ba? Maris, London-based ka, di ba? Sa London ka. London-based, oo. Yan.
think she
Ayan,
is
so,
from-
nakakatuwa naman. Maris, no? Mabuhay, ha? Okay, sino ang second natin? Wala mo, attorney. Ginagano ko yung hair ko
Okay.
para tignan ko
Yeah.
ano itsura ko pagka nakaganto hair ko. Ayan. Oh,
It's
ayan.
still gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Sige,
Now, I'm
second.
sticking with them. I'm sticking with with Oliver.
With
Mr.
Oliver,
Fernandez. I think siya
Oliver
second.
Fernandez pa rin.
Oo.
Siyempre, ano
Oliver.
tayo? We'll
Okay,
still go
pa rin.
rooting for... Okay, direct. Let's see. Is it Oliver or is it somebody else? Oy!
Miss Paner! Welcome back, Miss Paner.
nga, welcome back, Mariana. Now in the
Yeah,
running ka, ha?
yun na.
In the running na, no? Balik siya sa in the
Yeah.
running. Parang nag-enjoy
Yun
ako na sa
na.
itsura natin, attorney. Naka-blue ka. Blue with black. Naka-red naman ako. Yan. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I love it. I love it.
Ito natin no? Yan, no? Okay. Ayan. Ano pangalan ito?
Si Marian.
Marian, no?
Yeah.
We're so happy. We're so glad that you're in the running. Although, alam natin nandiyan siya, no? Lagi naman siya nanonood sa atin. But yeah. Okay ba pag ganito ko attorney, ganyan ko yung buhok ko, nilagay ko sa tenga ko? Parang...
Let's have a look. Tingnan natin maigi.
Tingnan nga. Yan.
Yes.
Gusto ko lang, parang
Yes.
inaano ko lang. Oo,
There-
kasi...
Oo.
Nagpagupit ka na ba, attorney?
Yeah.
Nagpagupit ka na ba?
Yeah.
Kailan ang huling gupit mo?
It doesn't make any difference. Hindi nababago ang itsura ko kahit napagupit nga ako. Dahil una-una hindi nga makita, no? Dahil ang haba nga ng buhok ko. So nagpagupit ako 2 weeks ago. But
When you
it still
say
looks
ginupitan,
exactly the
attorney, how many inches ang kinakat sa'yo? 1 inch? 2
same.
inches?
Konti lang.
Konti lang, oh. Parang
Konti lang naman.
trimming lang.
Yeah.
Ah,
Trimming lang, yeah.
Trimming lang, oh.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do it yourself, or does somebody else have to do it for you?
Oh, I tried doing that.
Hindi pantay.
Tried to cut my own hair. Ay, nako talaga. That was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, no?
Oh.
Dahil this is a few years back now nga.
Uh-huh.
So, I still had a fringe. A good few years ako. Meron pa ako, no?
Oo.
May bangs ako, no?
Okay.
So, ginupit ko. So, it was crooked. Ginupit ko ulit, no? So, I tell you, it was up to here. No, I could not. It was so embarrassing. So it was the last time. Actually, it was the first time and the last.
How many
time
years ago?
that,
How many years ago was this, attorney?
Probably looking at siguro 10 years, maybe longer ago. No,
May
10,
bangs ka
12
pa noon.
years back.
Nagbabangs ka talaga. Nagbabangs ka.
May bangs ako. Oo nga.
Okay.
Yeah, yung alam, yung alam mo naman, yung nga, konti lang naman, gugupit. Ikaw na lang bahala, no? You can't be bothered to go to the hairdresser. So, yeah. So, folks, wag yung gagawin. Do not cut your own hair. It's just disastrous.
Yeah.
So don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah.
Ako, when I was
I like
young,
your hair like that.
as a young boy, I had some bangs din eh. When I was young, siguro sa grade school yata ako, nagbabangs pa ako noon. Kasi ang dali lang gupitan yung diretso. No? Ayan,
Yeah.
Ang problema lang sa hair ko, pag maigsi, tumatayo. Kaya when I was young, when I was young, nung sa Notre Dame, kasi sa eskwelahan ko, yung Notre Dame sa Manila, kasi may different Notre Dames. Of course, may America, may kung saan-saan, no? Sa Pilipinas, sa amin sa Metro Manila, yung school ko. Ang tawag dito? Yan, tawag sa akin ng mga kaklase ko, Pako, eh. You know why Pako? Kasi nga parang pagka may simbo ko, tumatayo. Oo, tumatayo. Oo. Kaya atok nila sa akin Pako. Yung school, I don't know, sa high school namin, kami nagkaklase ko lahat, may tukso kami lahat eh. May toko, may kabayo, may kung ano mga tukso sa amin, baba, kasi baba, marami wala kaming estudyante sa sa Notre Dame na walang tukso. Yun nga lang, at least sa akin pa ako because yung hair ko, pagka maiksi, tumatayo eh. So, yeah, oo. Kayo go, saan ka ba nag-high school? Saan ka ba nag-high school, attorney?
Well, actually, mainly, partly in Canada nga. Pero ako nga din, may nickname ako nung sa Pinas. They used to
Nickname
call
o
me,
tukso?
Tukso.
Oh, tukso.
Owl.
Okay.
They used to call,
Owl.
They used to call me Owl, you know?
Owl.
Owl.
Sa mata mo?
Owl. Yeah.
Kwago.
Sa mata ko. Kwago. Yeah, yung tawag nila sa akin. Dahil nung bata pa ako,
Okay.
maliit ako tsaka payat ako, no?
Okay.
So malaki ng mata ko kahit nung bata ako. No? So it looked like it was bulging. So pagka nakita niyo ako dati, no? Ang unang makikita mo yung mata ko. Yun lang, no? Everything else is small.
My daughter si Sarah May is antok sa ng mga brothers and sister niya. Kwago. Kasi owl. Kasi amongst the magkakapatid, siya ang medyo medyo bilog ang mata. And so, another word for kwago, they will, parang ginagawa medyo cute na, wagi. Pero ibig sabihin, that means, hindi, wagi. Parang kwago, di ba? Kwago, di ba? Yung owl. So, instead of kwago, they just call her wagi. Wagi. Tutuksuhin lang, wagi. So, yun rin pala tukso sa when you were young. Oo.
And I think it was actually the first English word I knew. Dahil yung tawag nila sa akin dati.
Owl.
Oo.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I think I knew owl before I knew thank you.
Was it your playmates or was it your family or yung mga cousins mo, yung mga ano mo? Who was calling you owl?
Pamilya ko, tsaka especially mga cousins ko, no? I mean, it's so it's so it was it was probably the first English language English word I knew about.
Okay.
Even before thank you.
Alright, okay. Pero hindi na okay na yan. Balanse na mata mo doon sa katawan mo, no? Probably because you were so small, petite, and then yung eyes mo, di ba? Minsan may mga big rounded eyes. No? Basta rounded eyes, di ba? Di ba? So, siguro
I grew into my eyes. No.
Yeah, di ba? You grow into your eyes. No. So, pero that's nice. At least when we were young, all of us we had some, ano ba tawag sa mga teasing, they will tease us with, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung mga tease na ano. Si Direk ba? Ikaw, tanong nga, Direk, ikaw ba? May tinutok sa ba sa'yo nung bata ka? Ano ba tinutok sa'yo? May tanong natin si Direk. Baka lang at least maano lang natin. Ini-involve natin si Direk Paula Perez, no? May tukso ka ba nung bata ka?
Ang tukso po sa akin, kiray.
Kiray? Bakit?
Opo, kiray. Kasi po, sobrang kulot po nung buhok ko. Parang yun po, kiray and Santo Niño daw po ako kasi, maliit po ako tapos kulot po yung buhok ko. Nagpaunat lang po kasi ako nung nag-puberty hits.
Anong nagpaunat? Pinaunat mo na, gano'n? So, lagi nagpapaunat ka
yung
talaga?
reband po, opo.
So, pagka hindi ka nag-reband, pinabayaan mo, kukulot yan, gano'n ba?
Opo. Kung tawagin po ng mga Pinoy, lumalabas po yung sumpa sa mga buhok.
Okay.
Sumpa.
Mahal ang reband. Medyo mahal yan sa atin, di ba? Sa Pilipinas, di ba?
Opo. Medyo.
Okay.
I tell you, Pao, I would love to swap. Ako nung until a few years ago, ako nagpapakulot. I was adamant. I wanted curly hair.
Yeah.
So we could have swapped, pero hindi kumukulot.
Parang pala tayo feeling, attorney, kasi ang buhok ko mahaba, diretso. I mean, diretso ang hair ko. So, parang nainggit ako sa mga taong may wave ng konti o kulot ng konti. Parang, di ba parang, kasi ang lalo na hair ko noon, when I was young, talagang bagsak talagang diretso na parang siyang bunot. Because nga, straight ang hair ko eh. Parang bunot siya lalo, di ba? Uso yung mga Beatles, di ba yung Beatles noong araw, may bangs pa silang gano'n. Tapos mahabang gano'n, So, gano'n ang buhok ko. Tama ka, we have the same wish or feeling na sana may kulot ako, sana kulot ang buhok ko. Kasi nga, diretso ang buhok ko eh.
Yeah.
Diretso, di ba? Parang naingit tayo na may...
Ganyan din po yung naging feeling ko. Parang gusto ko na po ulit magpakulot kasi hindi na po pwede. Hindi na po sumasabay yung buhok. Ayaw na po ma-curl. Pinagsisihan ko rin po. Sayang po, dapat kulot po ako gano'n.
Hindi kami,
Mas maganda po siya, unique.
kami, ganun ba? Kasi marami ako alam na tao na nakulot ang buhok. Ayaw nila, gusto nila magpa-diretso. Meron namang kamukha mo, B&B attorney, diretso ang buhok natin. Gusto naman natin medyo may wavy, may kulot-kulot na konti, di ba? Sarap tignan.
Yun na nga.
Pero ganun
Tama.
siguro, yung mga kulot ang buhok nainggit sa atin dalawa. Yung mga tayo naman, nainggit tayo sa mga, sa mga kulot, di ba? So, yeah, okay. So, okay. Ano mga susunod natin pagbati, Direk? Sige, tuloy natin. Para yung mga acknowledge natin yung mga pagbati ng mga kababayan natin. Oh yeah, si Edgar Duboy pala. Yeah, attorney, yan, yung si
that charming Mr. Duay, no? So, maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat. Lalong-lalo na sa napaka-elegant, very smart, and adorable Attorney Lira LC, and always romantico, legendary broadcaster ng bayan, Sonny LARAGAN. And talented Direk Paula. Yeah. Dagdag Kalaman Day. Happy Thursday sa mga barkada ko na nanonood na.
Yes.
Hi Edgar. He really is such a charming man.
Yeah, he is such a charming.
Si Edgar, no?
Kaibigan natin. Yan at tunay na kaibigan. Tunay in the sense that walang vested interest yan eh. So, talagang very helpful yung tao na yan. He really helps, no? Okay, ano yan? Okay. Hindi, ano ka palang, dagdag kaalaman sabi niya, may topic ka ba ngayon for tonight, attorney?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have a big topic today. Si Maria. Yeah,
ayan.
Ito po. Yeah. So, family reunion. Dahil Christmas time, and of course, Christmas time, we want to normally spend time nga with family. So, I thought, okay, pag-usapan natin family reunion. So, malaking topic natin ngayon.
Good. Okay.
And immigration family reunion.
Okay, ayan. Sige, bilisan lang natin pagbati, attorney, para, Pao, direct.
Si Marian ulit.
Sige, si Marian ulit.
Yeah.
Marian, yes.
You're looking good, both of you. We miss you. We love you all, and Merry Christmas. Yeah, Happy Christmas po.
Yes. Ito yung hinanap mo, yung hinahanap mo kanina. Oo. He's actually holidaying eh. Ang tawag nila sa Amerika, vacation, di ba? Vacation. So, nag-holiday, nagbabakasyon siya sa Las Vegas ang alam ko. So, ayan.
And he's even there. Yeah, hindi pa po. So, even there, he's watching us. He's si Oliver. Galing po ito kay Oliver Fernandez.
Fernandez.
Look, a beautiful Thursday midday here in the expensive city of Las Vegas. No?
Expensive?
Woke up really late. Yeah, actually Las Vegas is, no? Woke up really late after driving 6 hours to see the Grand Canyon South Rim in Arizona. Truly amazing. Yeah, holiday cheers to one and all.
Holiday cheers to you and the family. Oliver, ikaw ang bet ni attorney, number 1. Pero siguro baka woke up really late after driving 6 hours to see the nag-site trip siguro sa Grand Canyon sa Arizona. And then balik uli siguro sa Las Vegas. Siguro base nila ang Las Vegas. And then we'll just go to Arizona, balik uli. Ganun, 6 hours. Layo. 6 hours back and forth or 6 hours one way? Siguro back and forth na. Siguro 3 hours going.
Back and forth.
And 3 hours coming back. Pero taga
it's the site.
State yan eh. So, I'm sure malayo-layo din ang biyahe, di ba? Hindi naman ganun kalapit, hindi naman nagta-travel ka from England to Scotland, no? Mas malayo-layo 'yun, no? Anyway, okay, sige. Si Maris taga London. And she's really watching kasi nag-react eh. Diba?
Absolutely. Tama. Yeah.
Ayan, from London to punta tayo sa Portugal.
Yes. Portugal tayo. Sanchez Grace. Grace Sanchez siguro.
Grace Sanchez. Yes, Sanchez Grace. Mabuhay Mabuhay Grace Mabuhay ka niya sa Portugal. Lisbon, that's the capital. No? I wish we could probably someday visit that place, no? Okay. Yeah, attorney.
Si Oliver, itong tukso sa kanya. Ang tawag po sa akin noon ay Dambo. Short for Dambuhala. Kamukha ko lang si Dambuhalang DJ. Ike Lozada.
Si Ike Lozada, naging kaibigan ko rin, no? Because when I was the news director for Mareco Broadcasting Network, we were together because I was handling the AM and the FM news something. No? I was doing a program sa AM. I was also doing a program sa FM, and he was doing a show sa AM. And he asked my help, no, when I transferred to DZXL, nung lumipat ako sa DZXL, nagpatulong sa akin si Ike, sabi niya, Sonny, baka tulungan mo nun ako mapasok sa DZXL, no? So, yeah, Ike Lozada. Have you heard of
So,
him?
kamukha niya.
Have you heard of?
Yeah, I've heard of him. I've heard of him, but I'm very, just kind of vaguely nga. So I'm somewhat ignorant of his.
Attorney, mga 60s, 70s, ganyan yata yan si Ike Lozada. 70, 80, and the 80s ko nakasama eh. So, teka muna, 90s. 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Anyway, si Ike Lozada yung mataba yun eh. Kasama ni Herman Moreno. Ayan, oo. Okay, sige, next, Direk.
The lovely Miss Rafael, Emmeline Rafael. Good evening, Sonny and Attorney Lira. Hi, Miss Rafael. Kumusta po? Keeping well, I hope.
Emmeline, yes. Mabuhay ka. Mabuhay. Oh. Nasa Dubai pa yan. Abu Dhabi pala, I should say, no? Okay. Okay. Si Edgar Duay ure. Oh, watching on my break time. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Nako, sana hindi ka masisanti dyan, ha?
So nice.
On YouTube, sabi nito
Wow!
Oy! Teresita Ortman! Good evening! Switzerland. Merry Christmas to all. She's one of the, I think si Teresita is one of the nurses yata. Tama ba, Teresita? And, I don't know, tama nga ba, Teresita? Or nanalo ka lang before? Hindi ko matandaan kung one of the nurses ba siya o nanalo siya doon sa aking one of the contests yata. But anyway, Teresita, mabuhay ka. Switzerland. So, nakita natin yan. Chismosang kapitbahay ang kanyang pangalan. Chismosang kapitbahay. Ayan. Mabuhay, Teresita. Okay. Well, mag-break lang tayo saglit lang, attorney. Tapos, pasok natin yung family reunion para sa ganun we can crack on do sa ating topic for tonight, no? Well, Christmas topic na rin natin. Family reunion, family, kasi ang occasion ng ang Pasko, no? So, maganda. Ayan. Okay, so we're gonna have a short break, mga kaibigan. Magbe-break ho muna kami saglit. At pagbalik ho namin ng Attorney Lira, yun nga, yung family reunion, tatalakayin niya. So wag ho kayo kaalis, saglit pa lamang kami po ay magbabalik. Saglit po lamang.
Mula doon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Attention sa mga healthcare personnel, ikaw ba ay naghahanap ng trabaho sa healthcare na may magandang sahod, flexible na shift at mahusay na working conditions? Kung oo ang sagot mo, KNR Care ang bahala sa iyo. Kami ay kasulukuyang naghahanap ng mga general nurses, specialist nurses, healthcare assistants, support workers at mga carers. Makipag-ugnayan sa amin ngayon para sa agarang pagsisimula, alamin ang iba't ibang opportunities sa KNR Care dito sa Greater London area. Tumawag sa 0208-154-3009 o mag-email sa info@krcare.co.uk. KNR Care, okay to, kabayan!
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating program, no? Dito ho sa Immigration Corner on the 23rd. Uy, 2 days na lang ho, Christmas time, no? 23rd of December 2021. Siya nga ho pala, remind ko lang ho sa inyo, no? Ito ho, KNR Care. Kung kayo ho ay isang nurse, no? General nurse, specialist nurse, healthcare assistants, support workers at carers. Ito ho, KNR, yeah, hirap pala i-pronounce, KNR Care. Ano ho to? Maganda ho ang kanilang pay, no? So you can call them up, 0208-154-3009. So kung hindi ho kayo, baka may kakilala kayo na nasa caring business ho, or nurses na kailangan ng konting sideline, ulitin natin direct yung telephone number, 0208-154-3009. Kung sakaling hindi nyo nakuha kagad, i-rewind lang ho ninyo itong palabas na to. No? You can watch this on YouTube and Facebook, no, ng Filipino TV Europe. Okay, ayan na. Ito na si attorney. Meron siyang konting pa-contest o hindi naman pa-contest, kundi ni-intriga tayo. Sabi niya, bragging rights. No, andyan ang presence ni Santa, di ba, attorney? Ano nga uli yung pa-intriga mo sa amin ngayon para lang dahil it's really...
Okay.
It gives us fun tonight, no? Sige.
Okay. So sa in my background, sa likod ko, no? Somewhere there, nandyan si Santa, no? So can you see Santa Claus? Is my question. So bragging rights, the eagle-eyed person who first spots Santa Claus, yeah?
Parang hirap yata
so,
yan, Tommy.
just,
Parang hirap Parang puro libro nakikita namin, puro mga small plaque. Oo, ano ba mga nandiyan dyan sa iyo? Sige, okay lang. Okay, sige, tuloy na tayo sa ating topic for tonight, which is family reunion. Okay, so take it away, attorney.
Okay, so ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay family reunion. That of course, no, it's Christmas time, 2 days to go, no? 2 days to go, Christmas time, and it's important, no, to have family nga, and I hope you're lucky enough to want to be with yours, no. So titingnan po natin what kind of your family members nga can you bring into the United Kingdom, the conditions na kailangan that you need to satisfy, they need to satisfy nga. So, if you are thinking of bringing family into the United Kingdom, this is definitely your program. So, be ready with a pen and paper or watch it again later, no? So, I'll go through the family members that you can potentially bring into the United Kingdom, and also some of the conditions that are required, no? Now, the first really is the typical one, no? Is spouse and children. By spouse, they mean exactly that, no? Asawa nyo. So, si Mister o kaya si Mrs., no? And yung mga bata nyo. Now, unang-una po, bata, ibig nilang sabihin, under 18. So, kung meron kayong mga anak na magiging over 18 na sila, ipasok nyo na. Because 18 is the deadline. After 18, malaki ng problema. Dahil by then they need to refer to what's called adult dependent group. Yung po, pag-uusapan din natin ngayon, yung mahirap, no? So, spouse and children. So, anong kailangan yung pakita? Spouse and children, kung kasal kayo, meron kayong sabihin natin, 2, 3, isa, anak nyo sa atin, you want to bring them into the UK. May visa nga kayo dito, either indefinite na kayo, or British kayo, or even work-based visa, no? So, if you're indefinite, o kaya British passport holder na kayo, you can bring in your family into the United Kingdom, provided, amongst other things, kailangan nyo pakita income. Yun pinakamahirap, no? For most of my clients, a lot find it difficult to establish nga income dahil ang taas ng limit eh. The limit, kung wala kayong anak, is 18,600. So, tingnan natin, kung meron kayong anak, so spouse and say 1 child, no? That means, ang kailangan pakitang income is £22,400. That would be before tax, no? So it's but it's still nevertheless ang taas nga, no? 22,400. Now, kung meron kayong asawa tapos 2 anak nyo, it goes up by a little bit. Well, actually by quite a bit. 24,800 po ang kailangan pakita. Kung 3 anak nyo, so your spouse plus 3 children, it goes up to 27,200 pounds. So, you're creeping up to 30,000. Huh? So, it is not, it's not an easy income, of course, to reach. But if you're lucky enough to have that, then that's what you need to be able to show. So, income po, accommodation, don't forget, no? So you need a property that is suitable for you, for you all, that's not overcrowded, and of course, kailangan yung pakita na talaga kayo and the relationship is ongoing. No? Now, if you get a visa for your spouse and also mga bata, then they will get a visa initially, kahit nga yung mga bata, initially for 2.5 years lang muna. No? Dahil yung misis o mister nyo, dadating siya dito as a spouse, so 2.5 years ang visa niya. So kahit indefinite na kayo o British na nga kayo dito, hindi niyo makikerry yung mga bata. Mabibigay nga lang sa kanila muna yung 2.5 years. Pagka nagpasok uli yung Mr. or Mrs. nga for extension of leave to remain, the second 2.5 years, then again, extension kasama din nga yung bata. Pagka magpasok na siya ng application for indefinite leave to remain, kasama nga din niya yung bata. No? So I hope that you will be able to bring in yung asawa nyo and the children. Now, it doesn't have to be that you have children. Of course, you can also just bring in yung spouse nyo. So sabihin natin, kinasal kayo sa atin, no? Or indeed, it could sometimes, a very long marriage already, yung nga lang inaalagaan nung asawa nyo yung mga bata sa atin, hindi pa nga ready pumasok dito, now ready na. No? So my experience certainly with spouse applications is either kakakasal nga lang o matagal na. Yung nga lang hindi siya pumunta dito dahil naalagaan yung mga bata sa atin, for example, and they didn't want to come into the United Kingdom to live here, yung mga bata. So, pero kung spouse lang ang gusto nyong kunin, wala din nga ang problema. If you have indefinite leave to remain or British passport holder, then the limit is 18,600. Okay? Now, you need to be able to show that. Weirdly, no? If you sabihin natin your status here, yung sponsor nyo, nandito siya with limited leave to remain. Sabihin natin domestic worker, no? O on basis nga of employment. The 18,600 doesn't come into it, no? So if you have a domestic work visa, weirdly, as I say, you don't have to earn the 18,600. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi nila i-assess yung your ability to support them in the UK without recourse to public funds. But the 18.6 would not apply unless indefinite ka o British passport holder nga yung sponsor mo dito. Now, so that's if you have a spouse. No? Now, it happens also sometimes nga yung mga bata lang gusto nyong kunin dito dahil may nangyaring sa relationship nyo, hindi na kayo nagsasama, wala na yung tatay, wala na yung nanay sa buhay ng mga bata. Or sometimes also that they passed away, no? So mga bata, now let's start with the age. Yeah, age po when they say children, dependent children, kailangan po 18 or under, no? Nasabi ko kanina, kung mag-18 na yung mga bata, you must make the application. They must be under the age of 18. At the date of making the application. So really, the sooner you can make the application, really, the better. Now, unlike spouse, hindi nyo kailangan pakita the 18,600 ang sweldo nyo. But they will still assess your ability to provide financial support to the children. No? So, ibig sabihin, kahit nga hindi ka 18.6, kailangan mo pakita na yung income yung sweldo nyo sapat nga para sa sa bahay, sa pagkain, no? And of course, the extras that no doubt will come about when they're in the United Kingdom. And of course, accommodation. That's also something I certainly observed, no? Na can be quite difficult and quite expensive, no? That is accommodation. Now, the biggest thing though, the biggest reason for refusal though, is the issue of sole responsibility sa mga bata, no? Now, with children, kung buhay pa yung tatay nila o nanay nila sa atin, o inaalagaan sila ng lola o lolo sa atin, o mga kapatid nyo, no, auntie, uncle nga, no? The thing to be careful about po is something called sole responsibility. So, kung nandito nga kayo, British kayo, o indefinite leave to remain kayo, gusto nyo kunin yung mga bata, the thing to always watch out for is you need to be able to show nga that you have sole responsibility. Ibig sabihin, kayo nga lang bahala. They're making the big decisions, no? Hindi naman yung, so it doesn't have to be things like nga, bibili ba siya ng chinelas ngayon, bibili ba siya ng sapatos, anong klaseng sapatos, no? It's things, big things, for example, such as health, no? Education, where they will live, yeah? So be careful. I often see in people submitting letters in support of their children's application. It's really not uncommon for people to write, the sponsoring parent to write, oh, my children are being looked after by their guardian, no, my sister or my brother or lola nila. That would potentially result to a refusal, because when you refer to guardian, ibig sabihin, they are at the very least sharing the responsibility, if you like, the joint responsibility with you. So never ever refer to your kung sino man nag-aalaga sa mga bata as a guardian, no? Worse than that is legal guardian, no? Because it has a different meaning really from what you mean. Then of course you probably are just saying kung may problema nga immediately na kayo sila magdadala nga sa hospital, no? If they need to be collected from the school, sila magko-collecta. But that does not mean they are guardian in the same sense as interpreted or can be interpreted by immigration law. Yeah. So if you're preparing now as a letter of support, no, or indeed representations, do not refer to whoever's helping you look after the children as a guardian. No, that's a big no-no, and then that may will result to a refusal. Now, so as I've said, kailangan under 18 sila at the time of the application. And you need to be able to show, again, that you are able to support them in the UK without recourse to public funds. So for all these applications, and more so actually in relation to children, pagka nagpasok yung application, you need to explain, no, na yung sapat nga yung pera nyo. No? So especially kung marami nga silang dadating dito. Especially if you're overdrawn, you need to explain it. Now, if you're overdrawn and you're going to be able to get rid of that overdraft, for example, kung meron kayong Christmas bonus, no, then you should say so. No, my Christmas bonus of whatever it is will wipe out my overdraft, which means that I'm more than able to, of course, provide for the children. No, so you need to do your maths. You need to also show them practically you can look after them in the United Kingdom. No, now. Sabihin natin, you met someone, so, and hindi pa nga kayo kasal, and it's, you want to bring them into the United Kingdom to be able to marry them in the UK, then you are looking, as regards family reunion, a fiance visa. No? Fiance visa means hindi pa nga kayo kasal, as I was saying, pero gusto nyo magpakasal nga dito. Now, ang magandang fiance visa, the good thing about fiance visa is, hindi niya kailangan bumalik sa Pinas, for example, when they arrive in the UK, as long as you're able to marry here. So basically, fiance visa, makukuha nga niya, 6 months lang po yun, ha? So be careful, 6 months po yun. And they're not allowed to work in the United Kingdom. Pagka nandito na siya, kasal kayo, and then from the United Kingdom, so hindi niya kailangan bumalik sa atin, she can then make an application, or he can then make an application for a marriage, a spouse visa. So basically, you swap, the fiance visa to that of marriage. Now, the conditions though, kahit nga 6 months nga lang and not allowed to work, is very, very similar to that of a spouse. So kailangan nyo pa rin pakita, 18,600, and then na merong nga accommodation, you need to still be able to show nga the English language as satisfaction. So all those things kailangan nyo pa rin pakita para sa kanya. No? But the good thing is, if you are able to show that next time around, you can make use of the same English language. For example, for the spouse, you already satisfied, of course, the 18,600. You already satisfied the issue of accommodation. No? So hopefully it's not so bad then to swap it over to a marriage, a spouse visa. But of course, that is if you are coming in as a fiancé. No? Now, if you don't want to marry, okay, sometimes yung nga nangyayari nga din, you can also make an application under the sometimes little known option of unmarried spouse. Again, you need to be able to show na yung sponsor mo either British nga or indefinite leave to remain. So status nga in the United Kingdom. Unmarried means exactly that, the unmarried spousal route. That was originally introduced, good few years back now, really to deal with same-sex relationships. But you don't have to have a same-sex relationship to be able to rely on it now. Pero kailangan yung pakita na nagsasama nga kayo 2 years. Okay? Actually living together, which makes it quite difficult, of course, kung nandito nga yung sponsor nyo. Pero sabihin natin, nandun nga kayo sa Pinas, nandun kayo nagsasama, and then you want to come in both into the United Kingdom to establish your family life in the UK. Now, you can pursue an unmarried spousal route, but as I've said, 2 years pong kailangan pakita. And they will not accept or likely refuse your application if you do not have good formal evidence. No? Now, formal evidence would be things like bank statements nyo, no? Joint account, for example. If you're renting, then joint rental accommodation, for example. If you own a property, then the joint ownership of that. If you have children, of course, that would be good evidence that the relationship indeed is genuine. But having a genuine relationship is quite separate, no, from the 2 years required, and they really mean 2 years living together. Now, just bear in mind also that the Home Office can be quite suspicious when people are making an application under the unmarried route, no, because they may well ask themselves why they're not marrying, no. So you should also explain in your letter of representations why that is. I mean, some people just don't believe in marriage, for example. It's not something that you wanted to do, or maybe you're waiting for something. So provide evidence, but more importantly, provide evidence of your living together, cohabitation in the United Kingdom, a minimum of 2 years. And they do mean, as I've said, good, strong, formal evidence. Now, last but not least, the very painful adult-dependent route. Now, the adult-dependent route changed considerably, in 2012. Before that, it would be things like, is your parent, for example, is your parent a widower? Have you been supporting, for example, your parent to come into the UK? And if kung bata nga over the age of 18, have you been the one supporting your child to come into the UK? I mean, are there health issues nga, for example? Ngayon, pinalitan nila in 2012, and it's so difficult to establish, that it was raised in Parliament one time, and it was referred to as a ban masquerading as a rule, because it's that bad. Now, the adult-dependent route now is mainly really to do with health issues. So, and normally that means really your parents, you would hope, and I hope certainly yung mga bata that they're healthy. But of course, it can also apply to children equally. But essentially, you need to be able to show that you are the only one effectively who can look after them in the United Kingdom, because it's, for them to stay, say, in the Philippines is prohibitive because of cost, for example, and the nature of their condition. But it is a very, very difficult, if you like, option to succeed on. So if you can avoid it, I would advise that you do, because it is the refusal rate of the adult dependent route is astronomically high by comparison to others. Now, for all of those options, if you are unlucky and you get a refusal, don't just immediately give up. Ang payo ko, refer to a solicitor and see if there's a chance of challenging it, especially in relation to children who have then reached the age of 18. As soon as they reach the age of 18, then they can't make an application as your dependent. So you may not have any choice, in fact, but to pursue an appeal, no? And an appeal can lead, of course, to success, no? I mean, I know that for a fact, no? And if you're successful with your appeal, then the Home Office will have to, if you like, reverse their decision and give your family leave to enter the United Kingdom, no? So papasok na sila dito, and then of course pagka nandito na sila, they get their usual BRP, card nga, the one that looks a bit like a driver's license, and it could be limited, it could be indefinite leave to remain, no? And then hopefully thereafter you live happily ever after. So bring them in.
Okay. Ayan, bring them in. Attorney, teka muna, doon sa sabi mo 2.5 years, say for example, kinuha, no, yung spouse at say a child or children, no? Sabi mo, ang children din bala, 2.5 years, pag nag-renew ang mother or father, as the case may be, kasama na naman siya another 2.5 years. Ganun ba? Isang ano lang
yeah.
yan.
So, so carried sila, so they are carried by the applicant parent, no?
Oo.
So sabihin natin si nanay dumating dito, no, kasama yung anak nila, no? So yung nanay will get 2.5 years visa in the end. Yung bata kahit anong edad, no, will also get 2.5 years visa, no? Kahit British
anong
tatay.
edad below 18.
Opo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ang tanong, attorney, di ba? Okay, so kanina parang 2,400 yung nadadagdag. Pero naging tatlong anak
27,200.
Oo, 2,000. Ganun ba? Oo nga, parang hindi. Doon sa 22,400 plus 2,400 naging 224,800. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so children, when you get the child, for example, spouse and one child, you have, kailangan at least before tax may 22,400. Kunyari, dalawa anak nila. Let's say, spouse, can they decide, for example, say, kunin ko na muna si wife. So, all I have to prove now is 18,600. Okay. Pero, in the ultimate plan, of course, is to bring the family to reunite, magsama-sama. May dalawang kids sa ano magiging, do they have to show anything anymore? For example, dumating na si wife.
Yes.
O dumating na si husband, that's the case maybe kung sino man sinong sex ang kinuha, no? I mean, so, kinuha. May dalawang anak. Kung dalawang anak, automatically 24,800 ang ma-approve nung the guy, whoever, guy or girl, no? Na parent na kumukuha sa kanila, di ba? So, 24,800. Kung hindi pa ganun ang pera, so, the initial strategy ba, let's say, is go for the mom first and then later on, yung anak. Pagka kinuha mo na yung anak, so nakuha na si spouse, 18,600, na-satisfy, may accommodation. Kukunin ngayon dalawang anak, ano kailangan ngayon?
Yeah, actually, it's a fairly common scenario,
Strategy.
no?
Scenario, okay.
Yeah, dahil nga, you see, it's a high income, no? No, to earn, 22,400 kahit kung isa nga lang anak nyo. Never mind kung tatlo sila, no? Kung tatlo sila, then you need to be able to show 27,200, no? Now, so what sometimes, actually, what often people do, kung gano'n problema nga, is tama ka. Unang-una, si Mrs. o Mr. ang kinukuha dito. So, nandito na sila, no?
Oh, okay.
Now, as long as that, as long as the applicant, no, the joining spouse has limited leave to remain, they still need to satisfy the either 22,400 or the 27,200 depending on how many. So, hindi siya makakalusot doon. But,
pero, tama.
Pagka nandito na si Mrs. o si Mr. dito, no?
Dalawa na sila.
They can, dalawa na silang nag-income. So, ibig sabihin, kahit nga 27,200 kailangan nila, dahil tatlong anak, no? Kung so kung si Mr. ang income niya I don't know, sabihin natin 15,000, no? Tapos si Mrs. ang income niya 15,000 din, yeah? Then, jointly, 30 na. Yun.
Yes.
So, that's
so mas maganda yan. That's the better strategy rather than, di ba, kung medyo may bigger chance na hindi mo makuha yung mga anak mo, by way of, kunyari, yung spouse plus the number of children. So, mas magandang strategy is, mauna muna, dumating si Mrs., makakuha ng pera, trabaho, makukumbine na yung kanilang sweldo to be able to fall
Opo.
into the financial requirement, yung monetary requirement, no? So, okay.
Tama.
Okay yan. Alright. Doon din sinabi mo yung mga reasons, sabi mo mga spouse applications, karaniwan, sandali, direct, medyo off mo muna yung microphone mo, direct. Okay, so, merong yung sole yung spouse application, either newly married or sometimes the wife or the husband or whoever decided to stay muna, no? And be with the kids, no? Yun ang sabi mong parang
Yeah.
yung mga applications, no? Yung mga spouse applications. Yung unmarried spouse,
Actually-
attorney. No, go ahead, attorney. Sige,
Opo.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the record at the moment of cases nga that I've dealt with where the sponsor spouse has been separated from the applicant spouse sa atin. Namin nagkikita nga sila, yung nga lang taon-taon nga lang, no, for example, at best. So the record at the moment is 30 years separation. No? 30 years, can you imagine? No?
30 years
So 30 years. So nandito si Mrs. Entered the UK, nagka-problema nga siya initially because of the visa nga. Pero in the end, nakakuha nga siya ng visa. But it was a 30-year gap. And also, that pinalaki si Mr. pinalaki niya yung mga bata, no, sa atin. They didn't want to actually come here, bring up their children also in the UK. So he just stayed on, no? And then later on, when she was thinking, well, okay, maybe in a few years' time, magre-retire na ako. So sabi ni Mr., well, kung magre-retire ka na, why don't I come to you rather than you're coming back here? No?
Oo nga, tama.
Kasi,
Oo.
I mean, because he was then retired anyway, no?
Oo,
So
oo.
so it was 30 years gap, and it was lovely nung they
Galing,
told
galing, oo.
they were very kind. Yeah, they were very kind.
Diba?
They told me when he arrived in the UK, and I think at the moment they what they were thinking pre-pandemic of touring Australia. So ewan ko, natuloy nga sila. I haven't actually, I need to make contact with them. Yeah, but lovely couple. So just shows you, 30 years.
Wow.
30 years gap.
Wow. Talaga. May ganun no? May mga sacrifices talaga, no? People would work for 5, 10, 15 years tapos, 'di ba, separated from the family, no? Matinding sacrifice 'yun. Pero ganito, question. Okay. Now it's parang yung 'di ba, yung sinasabi na adult dependent for example, after 2012 say hindi na mahirap na, no? Napakahirap na, 'di ba? After 2012. Tama, no? Question, for example, say ang sitwasyon say kung nangyari to before 2012, say for example kamukha niyan 20 years o 10 years, sabihin lang natin, maski 10 years, 15 years na hindi muna nag-aral muna siguro yung mga anak sa Pilipinas. Is there a good chance over 18 na yung mga anak niya prior to 2018 when the law changed on adult dependence? Is there a likelihood na makakuha yung mga anak na nasa 25 years na, 26, 27 during that time as adult dependents?
In fairness, kung if they're adults, they're quite healthy, meron silang trabaho sa atin o career, no, sa atin, then it's unlikely anyway, no, that they would have been able to come into the UK as an adult dependent. Then they will probably say, well, for one thing, they may no longer be dependent, no, because of their own circumstances, and there are no exceptional reasons for them to come into the UK. So 18, as I say, as soon as if your child is about to hit 18, no, gawin nyo, make the application. And at the moment, you can also make the application online. You don't need to submit the documents immediately. No, you still need to get it ready, no, because you need to submit it soon after. But make the application as soon as you possibly can. Wag nyo intayin yung 18th birthday nung bata, because that causes all sorts of problems.
Yung kanina sinasabi mo unmarried spouse, no, dumating din to ng panahon ng same-sex marriages, di ba? Nasabay halos yan, di ba? Ang tanong ko, yung 2 years pang being together, ano yan, no? Yung kunyari, for example, nag-tourist yung babae rito, 6 months nagsama, let's just say, nag-inlaban, umuwi yung babae, for example, sumunod ng lalaki, may kaya in the sense, he can afford to stay there for 3 months. The 3 months yon. Bumalik yung guy, so may gap yun siguro, 1 or 2 months. Nagkaroon ng paraan na naman dumating yung babae. Another 6 months, halimbawa, magkano, 12 plus 3 months. And let's say, yung ganun, tourist visa, is that possible na pwedeng add up all those times na magkasama to make up the 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, two potential issues with that, no?
Okay.
And it is, pwede mo yung dugtong-dugtong, no? You can do that. You can put together nga times as long as there's not such a big gap. But the initial a problem that doesn't it's often does not occur to people is, of course, kung padadating ka dito as a visitor, no? You are declaring, you are undertaking that you're only coming in to visit. So, in making representations that actually you were living with, your spouse, it could be, that doesn't mean they would succeed necessarily, but it could be that the Home Office says, well, hang on, in that case, when you entered the UK, once before or twice before, you were actually not telling the truth about your intention in the UK. So just be careful. I mean, it's there's been case law. There's been case law actually about this. It should not. It's a question really of fact. So what you would probably say is, well, hang on. Yeah, absolutely. You're looking to simply visit. You did not work. You did not study, but that is separate from the fact that, of course, you were living together with your partner. But just beware, because that is that's an argument that I've seen the Home Office bring forward.
Okay, attorney, hindi kasi may kakilala ako, nagulat ako, yun ang naging route, no? Na meron palang ganun, unmarried spouse na ruta, no? Kung mahal ka ng lalaki o mahal ka ng babae, they decided to go, kunyari, let's say, mahal nung because yung ganong mga back and forth as a tourist would be parang hindi magandang tingnan, no? Kung for example, the guy or the girl, whoever na gustong pumunta kunyari doon na sa Pilipinas, stayed there for 2 years, they lived together, would that qualify na? 2 years na kagad? Naka 2 years na kami magsama eh. Okay na, pwede ko nang dalhin kung sino man siya, kung babae o lalaki, no? Pwede na yun?
Yeah.
So
No, the 2 years can be accrued in the UK or indeed or say the Philippines, no, or anywhere else really. The 2 years nga. So it doesn't matter which country. Yung nga lang, you need to be able to show that in fact it is 2 years.
Okay, all right. Attorney, meron tayong question dito. Sige, pasok natin first question. Sige, okay. Ito, pakibasa.
Okay, so galing po to kay Debbie L. Magandang gabi po, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I need guidance, please. Do I need to get medical or health insurance cover for my parents who are coming for this December 30 under tourist visa for 6 months? We already purchased travel insurance for them. I'm just confused if they will also need health insurance. Hindi po ba sila hahanapan pagdating dito sa UK? Thanks po. Okay. At the moment, not, Debbie. No, it's not been noted as part of it. But practically speaking, I think you should. No, dahil ito, I mean, hopefully they're well. But given everything else that's going on, even in the UK, it could be, sabihin natin machempon nga sila dito. They catch this horrible COVID nga. As a visitor, as a tourist visa, they would not necessarily they would be entitled to primary care, but not anything after that. So it could be without insurance that you have to foot the bill, the hospital bill, for your parents if they fall ill. So it's not so much the legal issue. Kung ako ikaw, Debbie, I would take out health insurance because then that way, kung may mangyari nga, you have the possibility of claiming back at least or financing health medical bills, which can be astronomical.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yung travel insurance, di ba? May, iba pa yung health insurance at travel insurance, attorney, no?
Yeah, travel insurance is something else. So
Hindi ba
really,
covered yun?
especially kung matatagal. Well, it probably depends on the type of travel insurance that you have. I would imagine it does not, because it actually just with most travel insurance, my experience is it's actually just for the limited time, no. So you have a good look at the policy. Now, what you want really is insurance that would cover you cover them for the duration of time na nandito nga sila. So have a look at the policy. And if it doesn't cover it, and you need to take another type of insurance in order to cover, they're staying in the UK, I would say you should do it just in case.
Okay, just in case. Okie-dokie. Alright. Kasi may konting, di ba, sabi mo, hanapin si Santa. Pakita mo nga direct yan yung frame ni attorney. Hindi, si attorney lang, yung frame lang niya, yung siya lang, solo. Yan, okay.
Okay, nasan si Santa? Nasan si Santa?
Nasa si Santa Claus sa likod mo, sa iyo, sa aura mo, dyan sa iyo, no? Okay. Merong humula si Oliver Fernandez. Okay.
Okay.
Tingnan
Nasan siya?
Ayan.
Okay.
Siya, basahin mo, attorney.
Okay, Attorney Lira, regarding Santa visiting you, I've been comparing your he is thorough this month. I've been comparing your previous broadcast background from what you have now. The only change I see is that small, tiny figure behind your ear level, just below the spine of the fourth book on your left side. Now,
ito ba yan? Attorney, tingnan mo. Pakita mo. Direct. Yan ba yan? Ha? Tama ba, attorney? Wow, galing!
Well done!
Galing, well done.
Oliver,
well
you are, no, sandali. I'm just going to bring Santa forward, ha? Tingnan mo.
Sige.
That you see Santa, sandali.
Ito,
so that it's clear, Santa nga, no? So,
lapit mo sa amin sa ano.
Are you ready for, ready for, this is especially for Oliver, no?
Okay. Sige.
Especially for Oliver.
Okay. Oh, tama nga pala. Galing talaga. Galing. So, attorney, kinumpare niya yung previous broadcast. Ganon katoro. Ganon ka talaga siya, di ba? Ang galing.
He's a brilliant man. He should be a detective, ha?
Actually, nahulaan din ni Direk eh. Sabi niya sa akin, off-air kanina, Sir Sonny, mukhang alam ko nang nasaan na, no? Nakita niya. Mamaya, magsasalita si Direk, sabihin niyan. So, congratulations. Ang galing naman, Oliver, ha? And the nicest thing about yung line na yun, I have been comparing your previous broadcast backgrounds from what you have now. That is the line. Di ba? Parang you're so thankful na, wow, si Oliver talagang very consistent sa panonood ng ating show, di ba? Even if nasa holiday siya. No? Thank you, Oliver, ha? Oh, by the way, Oliver, yung couch to 5K, sabi mo na week 3 ka na yata. Anong week ka na? Habang naka-holiday ka ba, are you continuing on with your couch to 5K? No? Have you heard of that, attorney? Couch to 5K?
Yeah. Actually, only from you, no? Last time, and I looked it up. So talaga well done, no? Well done. It's,
couch to 5K, NHS yan. They've tested it on tens of thousands of people, and it's an effective program, no? Of developing from couch, yung hindi ka tumatakbo, yung couch ka lang, to be able to run for 30 minutes, at least a 5K, no? So, so week 3 na siya. Kung week 3 siya last time, baka week 4 siya. But the question is, are you doing it while on holiday or while on vacation? No? Diba? But well done. Well done.
Yeah, no, talaga. I love this man. I love Oliver. No?
May nag-congratulate Oliver. Kasi sabi ni Emmeline, sa kaya yung sinasabi ni attorney na meron siyang Santa Claus sa kanyang no? Ganun na pala kalit yun sa attorney. Hindi, hawakan mo nga, idikit mo nga ganun sa camera mo. Tingnan mo kung gano'n kalaki nga. Pakita mo nga. Hindi, mali yun, direct. Sige, pakita mo nga ulit, attorney. Pakita mo nga. Ganun mo lang itutok mo lang sa camera.
Okay.
Oo. Hindi, ilapit mo pa. Sige, ilapit mo pa. Maliit-liit pa yan eh. Hindi. Sige. Hindi yan ang camera mo. Hindi yan ang camera mo. Hindi, walang camera dyan. Ayan. Santa Claus ba yan, attorney? It's Santa.
Hindi
Hindi ba parang aso yan?
Hindi naman, no? Can you see his
Oh,
beard?
yeah. Ang laki naman
no?
ng ilong niya. Kulay pula ba? May red nose ba?
Red nose
man?
din, yeah. It's my
Oh,
red, my red nose
parang,
Santa.
Oh, parang ganito ko. Parang yan, red nose. Yan, red nose.
Yeah.
Yan. Hello, everybody. Oo nga. Uy, Pasko na. Sana yung mga magkakaaway, magbati na ho kayo. Huwag na kayong mag-away. Di ba? Pasko na yan. Tsaka life is short. Kita mo, made shorter by the COVID, no? At saka ingat-ingat, no? Ikaw ba, attorney, are you wearing masks still everywhere you go?
Yeah. No. I always if I'm unsure, I wear mask. No. Tapos in the office also we have masks, and people are really actually very good. No. Papasok sila, they always have mask on. The office is ventilated. I mean, we're very lucky that malaking opisina namin. So hindi kami siksikan nga, no. So it's I think it's important. And kayo po, no, those of you who are not yet vaccinated, please get vaccinated. Oh, I had my booster, no?
Oh, good. Wow, very good.
Yeah, I had my booster. Yeah,
Very
so
good.
I'm feeling a bit better about life, no, feeling less threatened.
Hindi,
yeah,
kasi in
so,
case it hits you, at least hindi ka there's no fear of death or serious illness, di ba? Yun naman lang ang
Maybe.
kailangan mo. Kung cold lang or cough, okay lang yan eh. Pero, di ba, kung hindi ka protected, and this has happened, no? 3 or 4 cases, big, very healthy men na who didn't believe in the vaccination, namatay. Kawawa naman yung mga families nila, children nila, yung wife nila, di ba? So, yun.
Yeah,
so, yeah. I nearly had a fight, not really fight, argument the other day, no? Because I went to the gym just to do a bit of biking and and there was this guy, he's black, and he approached me. Sabi, what the hell? What are you doing? Sabi niya, kasi I was wearing my mask. Tapos yung bonnet ko ba, yung nakasuot-suot ko, talagang covered ako. Tapos parang he felt na, what are you doing? Why are you doing? Sabi ko, tinanong ko lang, sabi ko, do you earn 75K a year? Inano ko lang, niloko ko lang. Parang ganun. Pero parang umalis siya, parang siguro parang napahiya sa sarili na sinita niya ako. Na bakit ka naka-mask? And so he was meant to do some workouts. Hindi na bumalik eh. Oh. But ako naman, sabi ko, it's my life eh, di ba? It's my life, it's my health. So, whatever, wala kayong pakialam sa akin kung ano, di ba? Kung mag-mask ako hindi, kung, di ba? Parang awkward akong tignan, pero I don't mind, no? It's my life eh, kung tinamaan ako. Namatay ako, o paano?
Tama ka.
Di ba?
Yeah,
diba?
no, tama ka.
It's my life. I have to control the situation. Hindi pwedeng nahiya ako sa inyo. I have to take off my mask. No. Yan lang. Yung ganun lang. Okay.
And it's also nice thing to do for others, no? Dahil nga, of course, if you fall sick, tapos, you take up, bed space nga at the hospital, it means in taking that up, someone else who may need it more, no? Or who may need it, can't take it up, no? Because there's also only limited space time. So could be that they then die as a result of not being seen. So it's also I really think it's also a kind of love thy neighbor, no?
It's not only you. It's not only you, but your loved ones. My partner. The reason why I also I'm doing that is because I have a partner. I have my sweetheart. And she works in a private healthcare capacity, which pays him very well. It pays her very well. And I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't want to jeopardize yung work na yun. Di ba? Ayokong plus well, it's not only protecting yourself, you're protecting also your loved ones eh. Ayaw mo rin kasi baka yung effects sa'yo okay lang eh. Some people would not show some symptoms. Some people would. Iba-iba tayo eh. Kanya-kanya tayo, di ba? Somebody would be positive but not showing symptoms. Di ba? So, ayan, yun lang. At saka it's an abnormal world that we live in now. Abnormal na tayo. Plus, di ba, attorney, UK, daming cases ng Omicron. And the Europe now, left and right, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, lahat, Czech Republic, lahat may may mga restrictions na eh. Di ba?
Tama. Tama ka.
Di ba? Anong bansa ba yung nagre-require sila ng ng mga passes? Ano pa tawag dito?
Austria, I think.
Austria,
Austria is very strict, no? I think followed actually now by Germany. And also, of course, it's Christmas. If you don't get vaccinated, I have it on good authority that Santa will not come to your house.
Pakinggan nyo, ha? Si attorney yun. Attorney yan. Si nagsasabi nun. At saka ano ba tawag dito? Sa Australia, pinag-uusapan nga nila na pagka nagkasakit ka, tinamaan ka ng COVID or something, parang hindi ka entitled sa healthcare or you will have to have insurance or something like that. Parang you will have to pay for yourself. Ganun. You won't be able to avail of the health service. Parang NHS ng Australia kung hindi ka vaccinated. Parang that's the price you have to pay, kung ayaw mo mag-conform. Pagka nagkasakit ka, tinamaan ka, teka muna. You don't have to parang hindi the government will not foot the bill, no? Ikaw ang dapat magbayad niyan. Ikaw agree ka ba sa ganun, attorney?
Oh, that's quite difficult nga, no? I can see why, that kind of thinking comes about. It's just I hope it doesn't come to that, because you see, there's then also the issue of certain things that we do as we do by choice, no? Like, say for example, if you go skiing, for example, no, and then you hurt yourself, should you not then be treated because it is your choice, you've gone skiing? But it's not. I can see why it's being put forward, but at the moment I would say, look, it's I don't think it's right, no, to do that, and I think sometimes it's just too harsh, too global nga. But look, as a New Year's resolution, I'm trying to approach things with a kind of half full rather than half empty, approach. Mm-hmm. So
more
I'm
optimistic.
truly hoping. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping that those who are not yet vaccinated actually see sense, and actually do just simply get vaccinated. Have a look at the science. Be kind to your neighbors, your family, just do it. And as I say, it's Christmas time. You don't want Santa skipping your house.
Give love on Christmas Day. Christmas na, Pasko.
Tama.
And and well, listen to your favorite Christmas songs, para at least to put you in the mood, no? Attorney, may isang question pa tayo dito. Sige, go. Direct.
Sure.
Pasok lang natin.
Galing kay Cherry D. So, good evening po, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Magtatanong po sana ako about sa visa. 8 years na po kami ditong mag-asawa ng isang British national. Pero wala po kaming anak. Kakakalipat lang po namin dito sa UK. Gusto niyang magpahiwalay, okay? Dahil ayaw na po niyang magkakaanak kami. Ano po bang pwede kong gawin para makapanatili po ako dito sa UK kahit po hiwalay na kami? Salamat po. Okay, so I'm guessing, Cherry, na spouse visa ka, Mm-hmm. Although you are 8 years now together, I'm assuming that you are still on a spouse visa. So kung spouse visa ka, then yes, there is a problem, because ang status mo nga dito, of course, is based on your relationship. Kung wala yung relationship, then strictly speaking, wala na nga din yung basis ng status mo dito. But if you have been here in the UK a long while yourself, it could be that you can nevertheless extend your visa, even though spouse ka nga, on the basis of your private life, dahil matagal ka na nga dito. Or it could even be that meron ka mga kamag-anak nga dito. Now, if you have indefinite leave to remain, so settled status ka na, then you don't have anything to worry about, So, kung maghiwalay kayo o anuman, kahit nga divorce, if you have settled status in the UK, then of course it's nothing to worry about. So, Cherry, ito, if you have time still nga ngayon, let me know ano bang status mo dito. If we don't have time, email me, even over the Christmas period nga, because this is it's terrible. It's a terrible situation nga to be in. And I'm more than, I just give your number, your telephone number. I'm of course more than happy to give you a buzz, you know, and we can speak about it.
Okay, ayan. Oo, okay. So, yes, Cherry, ayan, oo. Mahirap yung ganun, no? Parang ihiwalayan ka dahil ayaw na magkaanak, no? May ganun, no? Ano gusto niya? Parang forever silang boyfriends and girlfriend? So,
well, you know, it's question of direction. Doesn't mean nga si mali siya o tama nga siya. But they clearly have different views already of going forward. So but yeah, it has of course the added complication.
8 years
8 years is a long time, no?
Siguro probably they were together back home in the Philippines and then they decided to come over, no? Kakalipat lang po namin dito sa UK. Gusto niya pa magkiwalay. All right. Yung ano mo, yung contest mo, marami nagko-congratulate kay Oliver Fernandez, no? Ayan, sige, congratulations. Ayan.
Okay.
Ayan. Oh, sino nagka-congratulate? Si Marian to, nagka-congratulate. Asan na yan? Oh.
Si Miss Pane. Oh, okay.
Oh, kinocongratulate niya si Oliver kasi ang galing nakita ni Oliver, no? Ayan, si May Tigbaw yata. Si May Tigbaw din, nagka-congratulate din. Si May Tigbaw, ayan, no?
Talaga.
Ayun.
There you are, you see. Yeah.
Oo. Ayan, oo. So, ayun. Oh. Teka muna, isama na natin si Direk. Direk, tama nga, di ba? Nahulaan mo kaagad sabi nga sa akin off-air ni Direk eh. Sir Sonny, andun ho yan sa likod ng ano. Tama ba, Direk? Nahulaan mo kaagad? Ayun, wala ka microphone, Direk.
Yes, opo, nakita ko po agad ng commercial.
Yeah,
kaya po
nakita ko si
inedit ko
Santa.
po agad para mabilugan. Oo.
Ito,
Okay,
sige.
okay. So, sa Santa. Yan. So, hindi niyo makikita.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Oo. Ito yung kaninang background mo, attorney. Tapos, ito yung original na kanina. Tapos, yun, na binilugan kagad ni Direk. Ayan. Yun. Yung parang nasa, tama. Parang almost ear level mo, sabi nga ni Oliver. Kaya, congratulations, Oliver. Pero maganda yung game na yan. Kailangan ka magnifying glass, attorney, no? Kailangan di ba? Late niya, Direk, di ba?
Maliit po. Mahirap pa rin po makita. Kailangan po talaga tititigan na ganun.
Ayan.
Yeah, otherwise it's too easy, huh?
I know.
So it's,
Kaya
it
nga.
has to be a bit trickier.
But
Yeah, it's
that's
for the eagle-eyed.
Oh, nga, that was so nice of you. That was so nice of you to come up with something to spice up our evening by intriguing people. And you intrigued me a lot. Sabi ko, wow, asan nga ba? Asan yun? And biro mo, pagka yun pala, tama nga naman, may Santa Claus. And nakakatuwa si Oliver for him to say that he had to compare from your previous backgrounds, no? And so, in the previous ones, probably there was nothing there. Wala yung ano. Yan bang background mo? Has it been your background for the past months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months? Yan ba?
At least.
Have you changed some
At
books?
least.
Have you rearranged? Meron ka bang rearrange sa books yan? O yan na yan. Pakita mo nga direct yung kay background ni attorney. Yan ba, was it there for almost, siguro a few changes, no? No? Oo. Pero ang galing, ha? Ang galing
I do move things a little bit, no? When I'm dusting, but otherwise it kind of pretty much stays the same. Although I've been so busy, I have not dusted, I've not cleaned up, behind for literally weeks. So I don't think anything's changed for a few weeks.
Attorney, Christmas is just a couple of days from now, or even we Filipinos. Kayo ba? You and your family here in the UK, your hobby, diba, and your children, do you do the Filipino tradition, or are you more British in your traditions? Like you do have your probably lunch on Christmas Day, or do you do the Noche Buena style on the eve of Christmas? Anong style nyo?
Recently, in the last few years, it's more, not the 24th, but really on the 25th. But it's mainly dahil it's a question of na pagod ka na on the 24th because you're having to wrap things, di ba?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
the last thing you want is Noche Buena nga, no, 12 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, 24th, tulog na ako. I mean, actually, by 10 o'clock,
okay.
tulog na ako.
Oh, okay.
Kayo, do you still follow?
We follow the Filipino. Because I have a Filipino sweetheart, no? So Filipino. So Filipino kami. So what we do, we have our medianoche or Noche Buena. I don't know what the difference is, no? Noche Buena, Noche Buena, medianoche. We do that. We do it. But this time now around, we will do it very simple. Simple meaning we just bought the food from Tesco, Asda, wherever, Sainsbury's. Ipiprepare na lang, lulutuin na lang. Hindi yung dating nagluluto pa, marami pang preparasyon. Ngayon hindi na. Ano na, yung prepared na. Parang style Nigella Lawson pag nagluluto si Nigella Lawson eh. Minsan meron mga prepared na sinasama niya, di ba? Prepared na. Hindi mo na so yeah.
Tama, yeah.
Oh. Ikaw ba, Direk, paano? Ikaw ba, a style ba ng family is Noche Buena style?
Pinas.
Ano ba? Noche? Dapat
Yes,
ba
yung normally lang sir na culture talaga ng Pinoy, gusto po nila talaga nagluluto po talaga. Kasi yung nagiging bonding, sama-sama po naghihiwa, nagpre-prepare ng food. So mas na-fulfill po yung presence po ng Christmas kasi together po niluluto yung kakainin for Noche Buena.
How many children do you have, attorney?
One.
One.
lang.
Okay. Lumaki yan sa UK.
Yeah, so it's I mean, I sometimes nga, talk about yung pagka yung midnight mass, no? I remember sa Pinas nga the most I suppose the one of the loveliest memories I have nga is going to church, midnight, diba? Tapos pagka lumabas ka, merong bibingka, no?
Puto bumbong.
Kung meron kang pera, of course, di ba? No.
Puto bumbong. Yeah.
Bibingka, puto bumbong, yun
Puto
na.
bumbong, bibingka.
So, yeah. Yun na nga. So, it's, it sticks to mind, no? So, hopefully, ginagawa pa rin nila yun sa Pinas, no? Are they still doing that, Pao, sa Pinas? Oh,
yes.
that's lovely.
Opo, actually po, sinasabihan nga po ako ng father ko before na hindi naman daw po talaga simbang gabi yung habol ko. Yung bibingka lang daw po dun sa labas ng simbahan.
Oo nga. Well, that's part of it. It makes tsaka ano pa, yung tsa, may tsa ba yun? Parang tsa ang walang
Opo, may tsaa
kalasa-lasa.
po siya kasama.
Yung tsa ang walang kalasa-lasa, di ba? Yung bibingka. Tapos, ano ba ang ginagawa niya? Nalagyan ba siya ng butter ba? Ano ba
Niyog
nilalagay?
po, may niyog.
May niyog. Hindi, binubudburan ng niyog yan. Pero ano yung pinapain sa ibabaw niyan? Margarine ba? O butter? O...
Margarine po, tapos merong butter.
Oh,
tapos at the same
diba?
time, meron din po yung itlog na pula and then cheese.
Yes. Oo nga pala. Itlog na pula. Masarap.
Yeah.
Masarap sa Pilipinas. Iba sa Pilipinas. Iba tayo siguro, attorney, kasi dito parang we don't even talk to our neighbors that much, di ba? Pero sa Pilipinas, magtayo ka lang, maglabas ka lang ng bangko. Sama-sama na kagad. Pwede na mag-inuman, magkwentuhan na. Masyado tayong dito sa
Friendly
abroad.
po.
Sa abroad, tayo parang sabagay, ganun naman siguro ang life sa abroad talaga. Hindi ka masyadong kamukha sa Pilipinas siguro, no? Pwede kayong magchismisan dyan, mag-inuman, magkantahan sa isang tabi, may bangko, mag-inuman kayo. Diba?
Yeah, no, tama ka. I think part of it is yung the weather, no? Dahil sa atin, of course, ngayon, especially ngayon, ang ganda ng weather, no? Hindi ganong mainit, hindi umuulan, siguro, hopefully. Pero dito, ang lamig, no? It's
may pneumonia ka na, may pulmonya ka na. Pneumonia ka rito, di ba? Sa lamig. Ano ba kanina? 7 degrees kanina, no? 7 degrees kanina. I don't know ngayon kung anong reading ngayon. So you do your Christmas wrapping. Do you open your Christmas presents on the 25th? Bale?
On the 25th. Yung nga.
25th. Ikaw ba may mga relatives ka pa rito aside from ikaw lang ba o meron ka bang mga yung family mo mismo, yung Filipino family mo?
I have some I have some family nga, no, dito. Because I left quite early on, no, the Philippines. It's also at least kinakamusta pa rin nila ako mga pamilya ko sa atin. But it's how it is. It's just you get too busy with life. Actually, that's all my second New Year's resolution is to try and keep in contact nga, no, with family. Dahil, with COVID, ewan ko, you kind of I find I've made less effort, no? And probably because it's nasabi nga nila, you shouldn't make contact nga. But it doesn't mean, of course, na hindi siya tatawagan just because you don't see them, no?
Physical contact.
So,
physical contact.
Yeah.
You're trying to avoid lang.
Yeah, I'm going to try more to try and make contact more with family, both UK at saka Pinas, no?
Teka muna.
Life is short.
So, marami ka rin mga relatives sa UK?
Hindi naman gaano, nowhere near, say, the Philippines. So I have a lovely aunt who always feeds me lots of food, for example, no.
Wow, really?
Siya typical Filipino siya. She's just you know this, no, dating kay sa bahay nila, no? And then for one thing, ang daming pagkain. So
wow,
everyone has a dessert of their own. So may cake, may ice cream, actually she's a good cook also, no, pansit, lumpia. So she cooks all of those. She's truly lovely. And then pagkalalabas na kayo, pagkatapos na, pabaon pa, di ba? I don't know.
Pabalot. Yeah. Hindi, yan ang kagandahan sa mga Pilipino eh. It's nice to have, to be somehow experiencing that. Kunyari, kung di man regular, at least once in a while, no? And that's the reason why sometimes I truly appreciate, no, going back to the Philippines. Kaya lang, 2 weeks bitin, 3 weeks okay lang. Over 3 weeks, I just want to get out of the Philippines already. Parang to go beyond 1 month, ayoko na. Ganun. Okay na yung 2 weeks. 1 week, masyadong bitin yun. 2 weeks, ideal na konti. 3 weeks, medyo pwede na. Beyond 3 weeks, ayoko na. Gusto ko na ubus na yung pera mo dahil lahat ng barkada mo, lahat ng ano mo, di ba? Kung saan ka pupunta, no? Kala nila meron kang no? May kasama nila yung bangko, no? So, yeah. Pero hindi, ganun na rin, nakakasawa din because you wanna go back. We're used to this life now, di ba, sa UK. Ako, I'm really thankful na nandito tayo sa Europe because traveling to the nearby countries is quite easy, no? You wanna go to France, you wanna go to Germany, you wanna go to Spain. Ang ganda, maganda. Teka muna, resolutions, teka muna, you will be calling up your friends, relatives, relative family, and then, sabi mo, you're gonna be playing, Imagine?
Yeah. So I have 3 resolutions at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, 3. So yung nga, and top of that is really just to have more positive attitude, di ba? No, kailangan natin, we all need this, no? A bit more positive attitude, be grateful for what we have, and just generally approach things with a more half full attitude rather than half empty, no? And then make contact, COVID has really has made me lazy, so I want to make contact now with more family and indeed friends nga. And then third, to learn the piano, at least to learn. Imagine, no? Edgar can play. No, after our 2 weeks ago, after our session nga, I was so jealous. I thought, my gosh, the man plays like 5 instruments.
Yes.
Huh? And I want just one instrument, one song.
Yun lang. That would satisfy you. That would parang one of your wishes talaga. Tama yan. And I like what you said. Yun nga, there are 2 sides. May optimism, being positive by looking at things as half full rather than half empty, which is like a pessimistic kind of di ba? A viewpoint, di ba? Mas mabuti na lang yung optimistic, full of hope. It's a mind thing din, di ba? When you are optimistic, when you are more positive, things will happen, di ba? Things will happen. So, yeah, maganda yan. Parang naging Christmas, New Year's resolution tayo ba? Next episode pa ngayon Christmas, pero may Christmas wish ka rin. Do you do Christmas wishes? O sa sarili mo lang yan, di ba? You do? Hindi na masyado, no? Parang it hasn't crossed your mind, no? Wala na, no?
No, I'm just no. I mean, I think for everyone nga at the moment, no, dito o sa Pinas nga, I think our Christmas wish probably globally is just to to get over this COVID, ting pandemic natin, so that we can, get back to a bit more normality, and so it's so think I suspect that is a wish, a global wish.
Attorney, Christmas naman ngayon. Tanongin lang kita. Ano ang first Christmas song na natutunan mo? Or kung hindi mo masagot na you couldn't remember exactly because you're probably very young then, no, grade school, ano na lang ang pinaka-favorite Christmas song mo? So either way, what was the first Christmas song you learned to sing or gusto mo noon when you were young? Or ano ang favorite Christmas song? Be it old or new?
I still remember the first Christmas song I learned, Jingle Bells.
Oh, Jingle Bells. Okay, Jingle Bells.
Yeah,
All right.
Kayo. Ikaw. Pau. What did you learn first?
Pao,
Jingle bells din po. Mostly yun po kasi tinuturo po sa elementary. Pero jingle bells lang.
Palagi ko,
Madali kanta yun eh.
I agree, Jingle Bells din. Kaya lang, yung Jingle Bells, meron pala second stanza yan, third stanza, hindi natin alam no? Di ba?
Tama.
Oh, the dashing
Basta jingle bells lang po alam natin sa
yung first line lang, no? So, it's Christmas time na. Tapos New Year na. Ilang araw na lang. Teka muna, 23rd ngayon, attorney, no? 7 days. After 7 days pa, tama ba yan? 8 days? How do you calculate? 23rd ngayon, so you add 8 days, tama ba? For the 1st of January.
Yeah, so 8 days.
Tama ba yan?
Yeah, so New Year na. Tama.
8 or 9 days. Tama ba?
8 days to, I suppose it would be
9 days, tama. Dahil 2 days.
No?
Today, Thursday ngayon, Friday, Saturday is Christmas. And then, you add another 7 days. Exactly, 7 days is the 1st of January. So 9 days. 9 days. Tama? 9 days. Tama ba, Direk?
9 days. Yeah,
Pao?
9. Tama ba? 9 days to New Year.
9 days na lang, 9 days na lang tayo. Anyway, well, it's lovely celebrating our Christmas show today, attorney, with your blue and my red, no?
Actually, we all tingnan mo, blue, black, red. They're perfect combination, di ba tayo?
Yes.
There you go.
Wait,
Even Pao is in theme.
Direk, ano ba, meron ka bang Christmas song? Pakantayin natin si Direk. Pakantayin natin si Direk. Kumakanta yan eh. Direk,
Nakibi
sige.
po ako eh.
Any song, any lang. Any Christmas song lang na paborito mo.
Okay sige po. As na ngayon, sir, ang favorite Christmas ko, lang po, short, lang po lang yun.
Sige.
Sana ngayong Pasko ay maalala mo pa rin ako. Muling makita ka at makasama pa sa araw ng Pasko. Ayan. Dedicated po yan sa aking father.
Wow!
Tumayo yung balahibo ko, Tumayo ang balahibo ko sa araw. Tana, galing yan. Mas mamakanta niyan sila Ariel Rivera yata. Marami kumanta niyan, no? Ariel Rivera. Good. Sa araw ng Pasko. Sana ngayong Pasko. Tararara. Nice, nice. Kita mo, kinantahan tayo, attorney, Thank you. Thanks, Direk, for being a good sport,
You're
diba?
welcome. Thank you din po. Thank you.
Impromptu yun, Sabi, pinakanta natin, no? So, yeah. Well, I guess it's magpaalam na tayo siguro. Sige, Direk, magpaalam ka na muna. Magpaalam ka lang. Sige, magpasalamat ka sa ating mga
Okay po. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng manonood ng ating programa na walang sawa pong sumasabaybay. Alam ko po na hindi na po mawawala ang COVID, kaya po ang magiging Christmas wish ko na lang po ay ang safety po ng everyone. So, wag po natin kakalimutang magpabakuna, yung booster job, para po maprotektahan natin yung sarili natin at maprotektahan din po natin yung iba. Yan po. Merry Christmas to all!
Wow, okay. Wow, nakikita mo naman, Gali, kinantahan pa tayo, attorney, Meron pa tayo, direct, May little game pa tayo tonight. You sang impromptu, which is good. We appreciate it truly. Si attorney had a little intriguing play sa ating lahat ngayon. Diba? Talagang kailangan magnifying glass para kita. Tignan mo sa, ano nga ba sa background niya? Talagang sigurado, no? And, So, attorney, ikaw, any wishes, any special shout-outs, messages? Sige po.
Yeah, well, just to say po, look, maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat, no? keep safe, yeah, make sure that you enjoy, no, enjoy. And so kung nagluluto kayo, again enjoy. I certainly intend to. So for me, no, Lira po, maligayang Pasko, and from Santa, no, maligayang Pasko, be good, all right?
Oh. Yes, be good, be good. Yan ang mensahe mo, be good. Oh, and have your jobs. Yung mga boosters nyo, no? Oh. Well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Sa ngalan ho ni Direk Pao, ni Attorney Lira SIMON-CABATBAT, no? Ito po si Sonny Laragang bumabati ng Merry Christmas sa inyong lahat, no? At sana you will always stay safe and healthy. Yung hindi pa ho nagpapa booster shot dyan, no? Magpa-booster shot na ho kayo dahil hindi ang winter ho, hindi ho December ang pinakamalamig. Ang pinakamalamig ho at nag-i-snow normally January and February. So I don't know if you agree with me, Attorney, ang talagang pinakamalamig sa atin nasa January and February. So ingat-ingat ho kayo. Well, with that, no, you take care, guys. Good night and stay safe, no? Bye. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you. So you can be there for them.